This is how Section look. Look, this is how Section 8 works. Section 8 will go into your house every year to inspect your house.
Right.
Section 8 told the landlord to fix the ceiling.
Right.
The landlord refuses to fix the ceiling, so right. Section 8 did not pay the landlord their money every month.
And then they put it on you.
And then they put it on Lisa and kicked Lisa out the house. Let me show you where Lisa used to live at.
Oh, I know. Oh,
this is where Lisa used to live at. Section 8 did not pay the landlord for 3 months. So the landlord tried to get the money from Lisa. Section 8 used to give Lisa $1,300 a month. And Lisa only paid $100 and what, $140? Yeah. She paid $140, right?
A month?
Yeah. So 3 times $140 is what? $420.
Okay.
So Section 8 told the courthouse, the landlord told the courthouse that Lisa owed us money.
Why y'all here? I'm getting out and smoking me a cigarette.
And this the house right here.
Yeah, I see.
See the house?
Yeah.
This is where Lisa used to live at.
49.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, Lisa. Get out. Get out.
47.
This is where Lisa used to live at for 5 years. Right there. Hold up, Lisa. Get out the camera. I don't want nobody to see you smoking. This is where Lisa lived there for 5 years. Right there. Section 8 came there and said, our yearly inspection. So what happened, the ceiling used to leak. So the year before last, at that time, Section 8 made the landlord fix the ceiling, right? So they fix it, but they ain't fix it right. They passed it up. So they passed inspection. And then the next year, a different inspector came. He said, oh no, they got to fix that right. So what happened, they said, oh no, you can't pass. So they told the landlord to fix it right. So the landlord never did anything. So when the Section 8 came back next month, they said, didn't I tell you got to fix it? So they stopped the payment again. They ain't pay them 2 months. Then the third time, don't you know a sheriff came and put Lisa out? The landlord went to court without letting Lisa know, and the landlord told the court that Lisa owed what Section 8 didn't pay him for 3 months. So that 1,300 times 3 is what?
1,300?
13 times 3. Section 8 didn't pay him 3 months. 13 and 13 is 26. 36, 37, 38, 39. That's like $4,000. Section 8 did not pay these people. So they put Lisa out. It was Section 8 fault. Section 8 should never allow Lisa to get put out because Section 8 didn't pay the landlord because the landlord didn't fix up the roof. So Section 8 and the landlord is crooked.
Is the house fixed now?
And I am going to expose them. Whenever somebody check it out, I will expose it. And don't you know, I went down to Section 8 with Lisa and told them that this is not how it's supposed to happen. The landlord said that she only owed, she said she owed like $4,000, but Section 8 never paid the landlord the money, right? So the landlord took Lisa to court because the landlord couldn't get the money from Section 8, so they tried to get the money from Lisa. I wonder if this is a Section 8 house, because if it's a Section 8 house, Section 8 supposed to kick the landlord off that list.
They still got the house.
Section 8 still got it?
No, the landlord.
Yeah, the landlord got it, but Section 8 is supposed to kick them off the program. Because if they did that to you, kick you out. And it was Section 8 fault.
I do not see how they would put it on the one that's living, doing what they supposed to do there.
Right. They wasn't.
You didn't break any rules.
Right. The landlord never fixed the property up. So Section 8 didn't pay the landlord. And some kind.
Oh, you saying the Section 8 told the landlord?
No, the Section 8 told the landlord to fix the roof,
Okay.
the ceiling, and they didn't never do it. So Section 8 never gave them their part of the money. Section 8 was giving the landlord $1,300 a month.
Right.
So that was like $4,000.
It ain't your fault.
It ain't Lisa's fault.
Right.
So Section 8 made Lisa. Section 8 allowed this to happen to Lisa, getting evicted, illegally evicted. And I will keep pushing it until somebody wants to open up the investigation. 1649 Ramblewood.
Is it 1649?
Yeah, it's 1649 Ramblewood. Do Section 8 still have this property? The landlord owned the property, but Section 8 didn't pay the landlord for 3 months because they wouldn't never come and fix that ceiling. So the landlord snuck down the courthouse and told the judge that Lisa owed her $4,000. Let me see that thing, Lisa, in that phone.
$4,000. So the landlord was trying to get Lisa to pay.
Right, but Section 8 supposed to pay them.
Right.
And what?
Who's making the complaint? Who's complaining that it wasn't done right?
Section 8. Section 8 didn't pay the landlord because the landlord never fixed it right.
So
the landlord had Lisa evicted.
I'm gonna see how she could do that.
Section 8. That's right, Section 8. Section 8.
Yeah.
Baltimore City. It should be a lawsuit that y'all put my baby out, my kid Mackenzie and Lisa out in the streets, and she lost all her stuff. She lost everything.
What do you mean?
Because the sheriff and them, they put her stuff out and they threw her stuff into the dump.
Is that right?
Yes,
Right,
she lost everything. Lisa lost everything, and some of the stuff she put in the storage, and then she lost the storage, and they auctioned some of the stuff out. But her whole house was thrown to the dump, and they wasn't even supposed to put your stuff out anyway. In the city, they're not even supposed to put your stuff out.
No, you gotta go to the court for that, before they can do that.
I know, man. But the judge came. I mean, the sheriff.
The sheriff is not the judge. He'll hear the case.
And then we went down Section 8, and they trying to say they're going to investigate it, and then all of a sudden she lost her voucher. So that's how she lost her voucher, folks. So, because Section 8, even though Section 8 didn't even want to man up till they was in the wrong. Section 8 didn't pay the landlord, but Section 8 should never took her voucher because the landlord didn't fix up the property.
Right.
So Reggie Striver, and nobody not trying to listen to this stuff. A landlord owns his house. Section 8 don't own it. And let me take y'all around the back. And this is the back, folks. This is the alley.
This is a good spot.
I know. Yeah, but this is the back. Right here. She had a drive. She had a backyard. And see the second, all right there. Lisa lived there for 5 years.
Who lives next door to her?
We had a good
Right there.
good
Yeah.
on the right side.
Yeah.
That's the best.
16.
That's the best neighbor anybody can ever have. Dr. Ross. I mean, what's his name? That's the best you ever can have. So people really don't know.
How come Lisa's roof was
Al's
the only
story.
one leaking?
No, it was leaking from the living room, not the roof up top. From the bathroom, it was leaking downstairs in the ceiling, and it leaked the ceiling because a pipe busted.
All they gotta do is fix the pipe.
But they fixed it, but they patched it up wrong. But they had an inspector pass them anyway that year. But the next year, a new inspector came and said, "Oh no, that ain't done right. They got to do that over." But the landlord ain't never listened to him and did it over.
Still leaking.
No, it wasn't leaking, but they didn't paint it right and they didn't caulk it right.
But man, they got. If
I
was
mean,
you,
Section 8.
I would sue all of them.
I know.
It
But
don't seem like.
Yeah, I know. They should sue, but Lisa shouldn't let this go.
Definitely ain't
Lisa, it's not Lisa's fault. Right. You got that price up there, Lisa? Because I send it to your phone. Here it is. Look at this, folks. This is what. See, the landlord used to send me copies of this. This is what the landlord sent Lisa. $5,656. Now, how Lisa going to pay them $5,656? Look, due, balance due, $5,656. That's what Section 8 owed them. Section 8 owed that. Because Section 8 was giving up $1,400 a month. So if they ain't paid 4 times,
right.
That's the. See, all Section 8 got to do is use common sense. If you didn't pay 4 months, right? Mm-hmm. That's the money right there. Lisa only had to pay $140 a month. Actually, they were charging her $1,500 a month, but Section 8 was paying like $1,400 a month,
right?
A voucher. So that what happened, man. That what happened, y'all. Y'all don't know my story, and y'all don't know Al's story, but if you follow me, you will know the story. Right. Section 8 is a ripoff. Section 8 is in cahoot with the landlord, and Section 8 should never cahoot with Lisa losing her voucher because the landlord didn't fix up their property.
You can get another voucher, can't you?
They took her voucher.
No, I mean...
They said she's supposed to got another one. If somebody would see this video and understand and pull the case back up and investigate it, Lisa would win. All her stuff was gone. Everything.
Yeah, she wound up losing everything.
She lost everything just because Section 8 did right for not paying the landlord, but Section 8 should never took her voucher because the landlord didn't fix up their property.
Right.
So Section 8 was wrong for taking her voucher. They should have relocated her to another place instead of letting that go down like that. So Section 8, you's a trip.
Right, because Lisa should have still been.
Lisa, man, look at that. She was on Section 8. How many years she was on Section 8?
Like,
about 20 years, right?
17.
About 17 years she was on Section 8.
You can't take somebody.
She was 17 years. Lisa was on Section 8.
Did nothing wrong.
And she did nothing wrong. 17 years.
Who did they blame
They blame Lisa. Look, they blame Lisa. Section 8, and I went down there with Lisa because Lisa's sick, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. And I said, I'm her mouthpiece. You know? And I said, Section 8, how did she owe $4,000? Now they putting some more money on it. How did she owe $4,000 and y'all supposed to pay them like $1,400 a month? 1,400 times 4 is 4,000 such and such.
I would see what else I could do. But nah.
I said she only supposed to pay $140 a month. We was taking the money to that place up here on Loch Raven at her husband, a vacuum cleaning company. She was paying her $140 anyway. But the landlord was mad at Lisa because Section 8 wasn't paying them. So the landlord tried to take Lisa to court and say that she owed the $4,000 instead of telling the truth that Section 8 didn't pay him.
Up that high, 4,000.
Because every time that Section 8 people came to inspect the house, the ceiling, the landlord never fixed the ceiling, so they didn't pay him.
So
See,
they were charging the landlord.
Yeah, they won't pay their portion.
And the landlord put it on Lisa.
Yeah. But the landlord supposed to, all the landlord had to do was fix the roof, and then Section 8 would have released all 3 to 4 checks, and he would have got all that back pay. But the landlord tried to be slick about it and went to court and took Lisa to court and said Lisa owed the $4,000.
How?
That's what happened.
No, legally, how?
They lied in court. And Lisa didn't even know she's supposed to went to court, because if Lisa knew she supposed to went to court, she would have said, Your Honor, Section 8 never paid their portion. I don't owe them the money. But see, some kind of way, Lisa never got no court papers to go to court. And next thing we know, the sheriff was at the door one Monday morning and saying you gotta leave. So they already snuck through court without her knowing anything about it. They came that morning and said, okay, since y'all ain't knew nothing about it, we give y'all to noon. Only 3 hours to get out. 3 hours to get out the house.
I think you should have called somebody that knew what was going on.
Man,
They sound like they corrupt. Everywhere as long as they don't tell you, they know you really don't know what's going on.
Right. So when something happened like this, she was trying to get everything she can get out of a house that she had all her life savings in the house. It's just like you coming to your house and say you got 3 hours to get out of here.
Yeah,
what you gonna start grabbing? You know?
Well, they're gonna have to tell me more than that. All of a sudden, they're gonna have to give me days.
No, the sheriff came.
You can't. Yeah, but even that, man, it's just illegal.
It was illegal. It was illegal, man.
They acting as if she knew all along how much time they had, and they gave her
she didn't know.
a month or 2 months.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me, man. 'Cause they definitely,
You know.
and it still ain't too late, lah.
It's been 2 years now.
2 years.
She been out of there. She been on the streets for 2 years.
She been out of that house for 2 years.
Yeah. She been scrambled up, living here, living there. And the reason why I couldn't come forward like I'm coming now, because I had to make sure Mackenzie was secured. Because if I would have said all this, what I'm saying now, the DSS would have tried to take my child from me, saying that she ain't had nowhere to go.
Right.
So I had to I had to make sure that we were secured first before I'm talking shit right now to the damn city.
If y'all had went to court, the judge would have never
he wouldn't, because we didn't know. She didn't know she was supposed to go to court. But what I'm saying, no, she didn't get no summons or nothing. All this was rigged up, man. I'm telling you. And I couldn't run my mouth like I'm running now, because I had to make sure Mackenzie had a house, a place to live. Because if they know that she ain't had no house, the goddamn DSS would have tried to take my child from me.
Well, it looked like to me.
And I already know. Excuse my French, lawyers, doctors, and judges, and bishops, and all that. But that's what it is. We've been out there like 2 years. But what I'm saying, I don't know who living in there now.
But is somebody living there?
Yeah, but I want to know, do Section 8 still have that, or does Section 8 kick the landlord off of that program? How can I find out?
How can you find out?
Yeah, if it's a Section 8 house or not.
Downtown.
Go downtown and say 1648 Ramblewood. Well, Google it then. Google it and see It's 1649 Ramblewood. It's a Section 8 house.
If that's the same landlord,
It probably got to be the same landlord. They own the house. They ain't gonna let that nice house go.
yeah, but they let the one that was in it. Did we have a contract with them?
Yeah, but Section 8. Section 8 fed into they ain't want to man up to they wrong. But they the one who hold the money,
Okay,
not Lisa. Section 8 the one Section 8 the one who hold the money. And how the hell, excuse me, that Lisa gonna owe $4,000 and she only pay $140 a month? It's impossible. She owed $140 a month.
Yeah,
That's like 3 years worth of rent.
That's 3 years worth of rent. 140 times 3 years is like 4,000. Ain't no 3 months. It's impossible. Come on, man. And Section 8 don't even have a mind.
Tell the ones that know what you're talking about.
Who tell who?
A lawyer. If anything else, if nothing else, you can tell a lawyer.
Get a lawyer, man.
You need somebody to look out for you.
Right.
And they know what you're saying now.
Right.
They already know it. That's their business.
Right.
But they can't do anything if you don't come and let them know that they jiving you and that they got you.
Yep.
And the only reason why.
All right, Lisa, you ready to go to a lawyer for this? Because I hate for you to for you to be like this. You know, Section 8 should give you your voucher back because they was wrong for taking it. They should have relocated you. You should sue Section 8 and you should sue the landlord. And pretty much, you should sue the damn judge for allowing that to happen. So you got 3 suitcases.
You never seen a lawyer? I mean, a judge?
No, never seen a judge.
Man,
that's what I'm saying. The whole system is crooked. Where that Section 8 paper at? Is it in the glove department? It's gonna be part 2 to this story, folks. I'm gonna give whoever the Section 8 ID and number.
You should do that as soon as you can. Immediately.
It make me mad how the system is crooked.
First thing the judge gonna say is, well, son, why did you wait so long? It's like the women that got Bill Cosby.
And I'm gonna say, Your Honor, Your Honor, I didn't want the system to take my daughter. I had to make sure she was stable.
You had to look out for your daughter.
I had to look out for the best interest because I know the system. The system is crooked. In due time, this happened. What could have happened to my daughter? So I had to get situated first. And now I'm ready to spill the beans. Yeah, somebody say you right. Talking about the judge gonna say what took so long.
Who said what? That you're right.
It's somebody on my page saying you right.
Yeah.
The judge gonna say why you wait so long. And I'm gonna say, Your Honor, you know how the system is. You a part of it. Oh, call the news. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I know a lot of news people now. Yeah, I'm in there.
Yeah. All you gotta do is blab your mouth.
There you go. I know the
talking.
news people now.
Yeah,
I know Fox. I know the Channel 2, 13, and 11. That's right. Thank you. There you go. Yep. Let the news people know.
Back for all this
Let the news people know. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I ain't letting this go, man. Every time I think how that system did her, it makes me upset. And if they did Lisa like this, they did it to a lot of other people the same way. And we can't let that happen. All right, folks. We can't let that happen. I got. And it's in the glove department.
What?
The Section 8 paper. Yeah, it's gonna be part 2. That way I'm gonna have everything, and I'm gonna have all that.
And you gonna have your lawyer
Yeah. Because I want y'all to do, Section 8 people, is open the case up and look at it. And they not going to open it up and look at it unless this thing go viral. Viral, yeah. Unless it go viral. Because that's the only way somebody going to look at something. Y'all can open this case up for me. All y'all got to do is keep sharing this. Share. Because we went down there a couple of times, and Reggie Striver, secretary, they ain't trying to go into it. We went down there a year ago, and we also went down there soon it happened, and they listened to the case, and I was Lisa mouthpiece and said how she owed $4,000 and she only paid $140 a month, and y'all kept the Miss Gwen, you right, Miss Gwen. We went down there. Thank you for sharing this, Michael. Yeah, we went down there in Miss Gwen's office, gave the paperwork to Registrar Secretary, Miss Gwen, and she's supposed to be looking into it. And you know they ain't gonna look into they wrong. They not gonna look into they wrong. And if it didn't happen this way, folks, I wouldn't even be wasting y'all time telling you this. I would not be wasting your time telling you this. But y'all need to hear this. Y'all need to hear how Section 8 did her. And I cannot let this go like this. Even though if she never gets Section 8 again, but they was wrong for taking her voucher because they the ones who held the money from the landlord because the landlord didn't fix up the damn property. And she shouldn't be penalized. And to be honest with you, Lisa do have some disability. That's why I gotta be strong and let y'all know what happened. Because Lisa's not gonna let y'all know. I gotta let you know. And I'm letting y'all know this, that it was wrong. Section 8 was dead wrong. Section 8 was dead wrong. Section 8 was dead wrong. And I'm going to keep talking about it till the right person hear what I'm talking about. All they got to do is open up the damn case and look at it themselves. Now, how Lisa going to owe them $4,000 and she only paying $140 a month? And she still paid it. I had the receipt up here. And then when they I did have some receipts up here, but and when the sheriff start coming and they start turning up stuff and kicking stuff out, all that paperwork, the receipts and stuff that she had was misplaced. But all you gotta do is use your own imagination, use your own mind. That what happened. What's this, Lisa?
If Lisa has a disability, that's even more.
She had a disability.
Well, you saying she got one, right?
Yeah, she got a disability.
That's even more so. You don't do. I mean, you can't do somebody with a disability like
the disability,
that.
And then
they got all kind of
her son have a oxygen thing, and they disconnect that and do that out. So people,
son?
Her son has a trichology, like a trait, and they put them out, and then they put my damn little kid out.
Who's that?
Mackenzie. How many years ago this was? About 3 years ago? 3 years ago. 2 to 3 years ago. So Mackenzie was like 6 years old. And illegally was put out because Section 8 did not pay the landlord. Illegal. Right. Yeah, illegally. Because Section 8 hold the payment, didn't pay the landlord their money, and the landlord didn't fix up the property. That's why Section 8 didn't pay him.
Look, I think you should go down there now The day is Monday.
They
Go
took
down.
advantage of her because
Go
she
down
was
there
disability.
now.
She was disabled. But I went down there in Section 8 and Ford and told them that y'all didn't pay. That's why the landlord took her to court, because she's saying that she owed $4,000. I said, it don't take a rocket science to figure it out. And they said, yeah, we didn't pay them for 4 months. They got the paperwork right there. They hold the check until they fix the property. But if they would fix the property, Section 8 would have released the whole 4 checks to them. But no, the landlord took it upon himself and took Lisa to court, tried to get the money from them. And then she didn't even know she supposed to went to court. And then that's when they said that she had to be evicted. Next thing I know, the sheriff came and put him out. And that's a God-having truth, folks. So I take that to the bank. Section 8 is Section 8 is a trip, man. I know the government office is closed for President Day, but I thought President Day was canceled until we get a president. Why are you laughing?
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, it's true.
It's the President Day canceled until they get a president? Huh? It's President Day canceled until they get a president?
I ain't know it was a president day. A day. What sense? Much problem we have with a president? How the hell can it be? What is that?
Oh, all right.
But that.
Well, dude, look, I'm going to keep this case open. I'm going to keep talking about it until the right person hear this case. It's going to be part 2, part 3, and part 4, because anywhere in the world Lisa should be put out. But she already lost her voucher just because Section 8 didn't pay the landlord, and the landlord lied to the judge saying Lisa owed the money. Damn it, and they know Section 8 owed them the money.
Like they putting everything on Lisa instead of them
Right.
discussing it themselves between the landlord and Section 8.
Right.
Now,
There was a landlord in
that's
Section 8
That's
thing.
it, man. Landlord and Section 8 is all y'all should be talking about. All they should be negotiating. And Lisa's actually, they don't have to say anything to Lisa. Lisa ain't the one with the money.
Right.
They are. They look like to me they dumping everything, all the money wise, on Lisa, knowing that she ain't got that kind of
Right.
money in the bank.
Now, don't you know? Now check this out. Check this out. Don't you know? Lisa, $140 a month. That's all she had to pay, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say Lisa owed them $5,000 something. I guess they charged her for court costs and this, that, and all the other stuff. But at first it was like $4,000. But
How, man?
Because Section 8 didn't pay the people.
Yeah, but that's not Lisa.
I know, but
That's Section 8. Now you talking.
right, I know.
You talking, but who's responsible? Lisa ain't got nothing.
Lisa ain't got nothing to do with
it.
it. But Section 8 took a voucher.
Look at it this way.
Yeah.
Let's say where I'm living at, right?
Mm-hmm.
That the same thing is happening in sneaking.
Right. The same thing happened?
No,
Oh.
but I'm
Right.
sure it is somewhere in
Right.
one of them apartments.
Right.
If the landlord who owns that apartment
Right.
don't fix it
Right.
or get somebody to fix it,
Right.
how can they put me out? I ain't got nothing to do with it. I
But-
ain't got a damn thing. I pay $140 a week.
Right.
Come on, man. At least ain't got nothing to do with something that goes wrong with a house. That's not my responsibility to take care of the house.
The whole
In
thing.
fact, the landlord should have told Lisa that I'll have somebody in there to fix it.
They didn't do it. That's why Section 8
But you
didn't
said
pay
they
them.
did it and they ain't do it right.
They did it the first year, and they didn't do it right. They just
Talking
passed
about
it up.
years.
Yeah, every year Section 8 come to your house and inspect your house.
Right.
So when it came,
they do it to their house.
when it came the first time, they patched it up and fixed it, but they didn't sand it down, and they didn't do it right. But the inspector still passed them that year. So the next year, a different inspector came out.
Doesn't matter. They all under the
and
same
he failed them. It's all
They all under the same.
It's all under the same thing. So he said no. He said no. They gotta do that right. That ain't right.
When they said when he said they gotta do it right, then he's talking about himself.
He said no. He said the landlord gotta do it right.
The landlord called him to do it, didn't he?
Here go Mackenzie's school bus. My daughter's school bus coming. It's up the street. Yeah, they should have gave her another voucher and moved it. Right, exactly.
Yeah. But
right. And then the judge gonna hear from us too, because the judge should never. We want to see the judge. Yeah, it's gonna go all the way back to the judge, cause the judge gonna get in trouble too, because the judge wasn't even supposed to evict her, cause the judge should have said, "Is this Section 8 houses or is this the defendant house?" Or see, the judge didn't even never do anything, and then they gotta see if Lisa was served or not, because Lisa supposed to have been served to go to court to defend herself.
I don't see how she's gonna fix it if they don't tell her, especially if it's on her to do it.
So Lisa never received any judge papers. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring all this stuff up to life, man. But we can't let them get away with it. The judge wrong, the landlord wrong, and Section 8 wrong. All three of them wrong.
The judge is wrong only because they don't tell.
The judge wrong. But if the landlord lied in court, if the landlord say Lisa Ola and Section 8 really Ola, the landlord lied in court, so the landlord should get locked up for lying in court. All right, yo, I gotta get Mackenzie. It's a new Mackenzie. You got a new bus driver? Huh?
It's a substitute.
Oh, substitute. What you do in school today?
Same thing.
Like what?
Like every 2 days.
Y'all ain't do nothing different?
We go to a special.
Mm-hmm.
We do tests, and we use reading groups.
Right.
And we eat.
Uh-huh.
And we have recess.
Oh, move that stuff,
And we
Mackenzie.
sleep
Who is that?
every day.
What?
Wait. All right, folks. If anybody want to get in touch with me, let me put my number up here, and y'all can call me for this important message. 443-839-8412. Let's talk about Section 8, how rotten they was, and how rotten the landlord was, and how the judge was. All three of them. I'm Larry Wallace, and I approve this message.